Hey everyone, it's Mace1370. We are here again for another RTA push video. Before we get into it though, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, please see the video description below for a link to my Discord. So if you're not familiar, the way this video series works is I play 5 games in a row and we just record them whether we win or lose so you can get a sense of, what the climbing process is like. The meta right now is kind of different because of ML Landy. I feel like I need to pre-ban her in a lot of scenarios. When I'm first pick, I've been pre-banning AOL Lua because, I can take ML Landy if they leave her up. But if I'm second pick, I've been pre-banning her because I don't really like facing her. I will occasionally let her out of the cage just to get some more testing in, but it doesn't feel like a great unit to play against. So we're going to take Conqueror Lilius here. And as an aside, if you'll notice, it seems probably half the ladder, or maybe even over half the ladder, is pre-banning ML Landy, so that's kind of indicative of a unit that is pretty overpowered. A pretty standard response here from the opponent with LRK and Lulucar. I think, I take APOC here for sure, and then the question is, do I want Hand Guy or do I want DJ Basar? I'm going to try DJ Basar here. I think, if you take Hand Guy, then they're going to take Parasteni, and that feels like not a great matchup in my opinion. I mean, I guess Zio is still up, so I could take Zio, but yeah, I don't know. I've kind of not enjoyed playing that matchup, so we're going to try DJB here. This will discourage the Para pick. He still takes Spectre Tenebria, but now he's going to take Solitaria. So because he has Solitaria, we can't take Strays or Leica because he has a speed unit there, and he also has Lulucar, so that kind of turns off the ML Leica as well. So we have to think about some other way to beat this draft. Bellion is still up, so I think we take Bellion here. And we could potentially take Lionheart Sirmia also. I think Lionheart Sirmia is decent because if we press our buttons with Conquer, it's going to force the Lionheart to proc, right, if Lulu presses her buttons. So I think Lionheart is alright, and then I think we'll take Bellion. Even with Last Rider Crow, Bellion is still pretty good into Steny. And we can probably just ban Last here. We'll see what he picks. If it's something that doesn't matter too much, we may ban out either Solitaria or Lulu. I would really like to ban this Lulu, and it looks like we're going to get that opportunity since he takes Aiden last. And I'm less worried about Aiden here if we ban out Lulu, because if we ban Lulu, we get, probably Conqueror through, and that's a little problematic for him since now all of our debuffs are going to stick, right? He doesn't have any cleanse. Okay, and he bans the Lionheart Sirmia. I think we were able to do that because we have 2 activators for Lionheart. We have Solitaria and we have Lulu, right? So if we ban out one, we can still activate our Lionheart. And we also have the Aiden counter proc, right? Could also do it.
I'll take your life.
So this is the Moonlight Dreamblade Aiden. So probably like an anti-cleave one. It's interesting. We get to press our buttons with Conquer here. And I think we probably provoke Last Rider Crow. Unfortunately, we didn't land attack down on Spectre. That's a little annoying, but I think it's okay. We still have Vigor. It's either provoke Solitaria or Last Rider Crown. I think the answer is to provoke LRK. This will deny him immunity, and it's going to let our Bellion debuffs stick right away, right? So I think that'll be nice. Provoking the Aiden is an option to prevent the immunity from being triggered. We'll just S1 here on Solly, land a cheeky stun, that's always appreciated. By us, not the opponent. It's pretty enraging when that happens to you. The Spectre Tenebria here is going to stun APOC, which is okay. And then Aiden is going to go into a Spectre, go into APOC here. She's attack down though, and I think part of my reasoning for not provoking the Aiden is she can use her skill 3 here if she wants to, but she's attack down and we have Vigor, so it's not going to do much damage. You can see there barely does anything. We get a counterattack here, that's nice. But we do not strip. Unfortunate. Okay, we pull APOC. And now I think we skill 2 here. It'll put a little damage onto Aiden, and it'll more importantly put blind debuff on his team, so this is pretty crippling, right?
I just want to go home.
That counterattack rebellion again, you love to see it. Apoc gets hit down. DJ Basar is at the back of the line, so we're going to have to deal with that debuff for now. But we do have a Bellion turn here. Ooh, I think we hit Aiden there. Justice. I think we just finish off Aiden. We're going to miss anyways, right? So might as well just finish her off. Last Rider can use his skill 3 here, but I don't think it really matters at this point. Another, I guess, reason to push back the LRK is to prevent him from skill 3 in there and, you know, getting the benefit of Belly and reducing his cooldown a lot, right? We just push up here and finish him off.
The power of the desert is with us.
I accept your blood as an offering.
I think we just swing skill 3 here on Last Rider. If we can kill him, then we can attack Solitaria and Stenny, you know, whichever way we please, because they're both stealth. So that doesn't finish off because we have attack down, but we can just finish up with Lilius here. Alrighty, that is game 1. Okay, going into game 2 here. It looks like I decided to let Landy out of the cage, but the opponent does not want to do that. He gets first pick, so the openers, you know, Lilius and Lua are out, Landy's out, so we have a pretty typical standard game going on here. He first picks Apocalypse Ravi. That's a little unusual, though. So what do we want to do against a first pick Apoc? I'll just take a tank, I guess. Can't take Landy. We could take a tank and a cleanser. We could tank Shuna, maybe. If we take Shuna, though, it's kind of, it feels a little early to take Shuna. But Shuna is pretty nice into APOC, nice into hand guy, provides, you know, a decent amount of utility. My concern if we take Shuna is we get cleaved, though. You know, because we don't have any early interaction here. This is a pretty passive draft from us right now. And he has an anchor already, so he can easily go into an aggressive draft, which, yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing. He's taking Zahhak. And Faithless Litica. Well, Pera is definitely good against 2 of 3 here. The Zahhak is a little problematic because it can cleanse. So I think that's why he's taking the Zahhak here. It's to, you know, cleanse the Flitica and also to discourage us from taking Pera. I'm not sure what else we could take, though. You know, if we just slow down more, we're just going to get blown up. I guess ML Ball here is decent. Could take Karina Ball. Could take Karina Pera and just hope to deal with this Hawk somehow.
dare stop me?
Radiant light.
He's taking Destina. Probably going to ban that Destina because our draft is very low damage right now. And Aiden. Well, we have Karina for Aiden, right? So that's okay at least. I guess it's probably Spectre last. Yeah, I could take Spectre. I think that's probably the play. Oh, we take Senya, I guess.
Get ready, everyone.
Senya's okay too, I suppose. Spectre's probably better. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot about Spectre Tenebria. I think I'd prefer her to Senya, because Senya, I feel like you're at the mercy of that 50% with anti-crit. We have to ban the Destina here, I think.
How incompetent.
Okay, I mean, I guess we rip this. He is correctly speed-tuned, but it's pretty close, so... I don't know how he has his units built. It's very possible that they're, you know, always going to be... counter there, and that procs Karina. So this is a counter APOC. I think we just S3 here. And now we blow up the Faithless Litica. Yeah, I didn't like this draft from myself. I think I should have... Maybe I should have taken Ball instead of Peyra. Because he just cleanses with Zahak here. And then we just take Spectre last, I guess.
This is your grand finale. Any last words?
You're getting in my way. I'll make you useful. I'll finish this soon.
Okay, so he's going to dump everything into Sharoon here and try to res Fletica. So I guess at least in this respect, Escort is paying off.
Flies.
And now he'll slam skill 3 with APOC. Show me best Sharoon Galaxy. Success.
I will cut your future short. Those who've lost the path to greatness will be shredded into oblivion. Hot fight with the power of all.
All right.
More clearly in my mind.
Here's game 3. So the opponent is pre-banning Ed. When I see that, I assume that means they want to pick Ran or something. I think we still have to take Conqueror first, because if we don't, then they can just take it. So here's Zeo, and there's Ran. So he's gonna, you know, try to cleave us here. I think it's probably good to take an anti-Ran pick, and since Ed is pre-banned, you know, Dilibet is the answer. I think we take Karina for sure. And then we take, I guess we take Dilibet.
Disobedience to an order.
He's taking Commander Pavel and Politis. Okay.
How ridiculous.
So we'll take Ball here. Let me think. We could take Mitigation or Bellion. Bellion would deny souls. Maybe it's Bellion versus Mit. I think either one honestly probably gets banned. Well, he might ban Ball. Okay, he takes Jacko last. What do we want to pre-ban? Commander Pavel's a lot of damage, so we could just try to tank him out if we ban the Pavel. But he does have Ran, so I think I make a mistake here. I end up banning Commander Pavel, but I think it might have been Ran, because he has Soulburn on Ran, and he can just defense break me and kill me. I think it might be a Ran ban, honestly. Because he has a bridge with Jacko, so my designer is not going to cut. I think we had to ban Ran there. Yeah, so he pre-bans Ed. I usually take Ed into these matchups. So that kind of threw me for a loop. Because the difference is Ed doesn't need to cut, right? He can just debuff. So he's a lot better. And looking at this, I don't really like designer here because of the Jacko interaction. I guess maybe we had to ban Jacko. Also, his Ran outsped the Zeo. That's really bad for us. Yeah, it was definitely a Ran pre-ban. That was really dumb. Oh well, you live and learn. Also with Politis and Stigma, our ball doesn't move at all, so I think I kind of threw this one a bit.
I'll show you what true vessel is capable of. I am the rightful ruler of this land. Kneel before me.
The situation is critical.
Do we have a shot at winning here? I think the only shot is if this Zeo is super squishy and we can kill it. He stuns Conqueror, so that's probably game. If we were able to get a turn with Conqueror, we might have been able to kill Zeo.
I just feel sorry.
Yeah, if he doesn't kill Conqueror, I think we might have been able to win. Because we would have skill 1'd into Zeo there, we would have first put up actually, that's really funny. I think actually, yeah, we would have put up Vigor, and then we would have gone in with Designer, and that would have done a lot more damage, right? And then we would have lapped around here, Conqueror would have gotten another turn. Huh. That was actually closer than I thought it would be.
Feel my sword.
I don't think there's any world we win this now, whether we provoke or whether we skill 1. It's way, he just has way too much damage left.
Dare defy me, your emperor? So careless, so naive.
Yep, that is game 3.
Do not falter.
Alright, well, it looks like we're letting Landy out of the cage for this one, so our opponent gets to abuse that. So the one thing I've decided when facing Emma Landy is I don't think you want to pick Rwana in the 1-2 slot. You want to wait until later, because they can really punish you by going aggressive if you do that. You just have a dead pick in that case. So I think Rwana can be decent later. We'll take LRK here. But see, now I'm not sure who else to take. We could take Hand Guy. That feels pretty passive. Sharoon, maybe? Sharoon can make it a little harder for him to take some units like APOC later, so maybe we can take Sharoon. Shirun can also strip the anti-crits right away, so I guess that has a benefit. Maybe this is too early for Shirun. He takes Shuna. I guess that makes sense. That can stop, if we go a little more aggressive, that can stop our momentum, and it has a cleanse for the Shirun debuffs. And a barrier to help prevent the injury. And then he takes Arrowell. Okie doke. I think we can take Lethe here. He doesn't have any injury units yet. He does have a sleep and a stun here to kind of interrupt our momentum though. So maybe Lethe was not good. Well, I think maybe Lethe was fine, but I think Shirun might have been bad. If we take Hand Guy, he can go Shirun though. Yeah, this Landy unit's no fun. Well, we can take Lionheart Sirmia here. He has Landy to proc it, so that's a decent self-sustaining bruiser. He has 2 more picks, so picking a single speed unit here is not good. Could potentially pick a Guiding Light unit, but he has Landy, so that would just reveal it, so I guess we take Lionheart Sirmia. Is it ever ML Quazu in that spot for 4th? He doesn't have Revive. I mean, now he does with APOC. I guess he could just take, like... If he took, like, APOC Ruel last, and if we had ML Quazu instead of Sirmia, do we just lose? We'd have to... I mean, you have to ban Ruel. Like, yeah, that doesn't feel great. So you can't take Quazu 4th there. Yeah, Quazu's pretty bad. He can, like, maybe be a 5th pick, I guess, if they don't have any Revive. And then he picks Strays. We have to ban Strays. We don't really have any way to deal with him. And I guess we'll take Aiden. I'd like to take Remnant and Violet, but I think... Doesn't Shuna strip his evasion? Isn't it? I think it's a non-attack skill for her strip. So that seems risky. Okay, Shuna gets the first turn, unfortunately. But luckily we resist. Or she just doesn't land the sleep on Lethe. So that's very unlucky for the opponent. I wasn't expecting her to be that fast, but I guess it makes sense.
I made it in the nick of time. Those who
Okay, so now our Lethe's gonna get stunned.
shall be punished.
Yeah, I feel like Shirun was kind of a dead pick here. Maybe pick her 3-4. Interesting, that's Prayer Beads on APOC. So we have some injury on our Lethe now. So yeah, this is a 21,000 HP Landy, but I guess that's the barrier maybe? Is that why her HP looks so high? And now it says 19. That's weird. Either way, this is a very tanky Landy, so we probably need to remember that this guy runs a very, very tanky Landy. Because I think Lethe struggles to kill Landys that are that tanky, so I think we're in a bad spot now.
Don't worry, I'm here.
We have attack down and he has anti-crit, so I think we just hold our skill 3 here. We get a bonus attack, but then he counterattacks.
I protect.
At least he didn't salvo. Yeah, maybe, I guess maybe Lethe was bad, because he has the strip and sleep. Because realistically, we shouldn't have even got this first Omen, right? We should have been slept. And I think I'll hold my skill 3 here, because this Landy almost has skill 3, and I do not want to CR boost her up and just get stunned. So we have to go here. We can Soul Burn. Okay, we land Frostbite. We do get counterattacked and then salvoed.
Learn your place.
But we will heal up a bit here. So yeah, we can skill 1 and this will activate our Kraken octopus thing. Do we kill?
Such incompetence.
No, that is tragic. 644 hit points. So that little bit of injury from APOC mattered. I guess that's gear gap. I mean, this was a abnormally tanky Landy, I think. Most Landys, I think, die to this, but maybe, I mean, maybe that's how you have to build her, so you don't die to Lethe. I don't know. My Landy has really high defense. I think I would like to get her hit points higher, instead of having such high defense. Well, now we're pretty screwed. We can, I guess, skill 3 APOC here. Probably do nothing since he has Arrowwell. He just have prayer beads, I guess, rather than
Bon voyage.
oh, we get countered, then salvoed and hit.
In the nick of time.
I mean, I did pick Aiden, so what was I expecting? So this is, yeah, this is definitely a loss. Yeah. GG.
Let's defy the odds.
Okay, final game here. We have an opponent with first pick. They have Conqueror and AOL. They're going to take Carmen first. So that, I mean, when an opponent takes Carmen first, they're almost always going to be doing like the Maid Chloe, you know, ER draft. So we're going to take Lua and Zio here. I like taking a book when possible when you take Lua, since it gives you the ability to soul burn her. And Zio's nice because he doesn't really need his own book. Okay, he takes Maid and Karina. That's a pretty low damage, you know, team, so we can take Lethe here. He's going to have a hard time finishing Lethe off before Lethe is able to extinct something. And other options, like what else could we take? I guess if we wanted to be really aggressive, we could take, just take Strays here. We have Zio, so it's going to be hard for him to respond. I think Briarwitch could also potentially be a pick. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of him going evasion units, like if he goes like Rylet and Aiden or something. I guess Rylet is not great since I have Lua. Yeah, I think Briar's fine. He can go Ed, right, in response, but we can just leave the Ed for last, and it's probably okay. I think Jacko's not great since he has Karina. ML Rowana is also an option, but I feel like, you know, Carmen's also off and on immunity, Karina's off and on immunity, and, you know, Maid plus minus maybe, but Maid often has a lot of ER, so I feel like ML Rowana here just doesn't do enough. Like, she's probably not going to reset anything turn 1 because we can only strip 1 with Zio, right? I guess we have Lua. We could put her after Lua, potentially. Okay, he's taking Bellion. We're definitely just going to take Architect Leica last. Yeah, I think there's some flexibility on what you could take in the Briarwitch slot. Lethe's a definite, but I'm not 100% sure what the best option for 4-pick there was. So he's taking Bellion and Ed, and we definitely ban the Bellion because we need Book, and we can just ignore Ed until the end, like I said. So we'll take Leica here. And then I think the big decision is, what do we think he's going to ban? I think it's either Briar or Leica. I think Leica's really scary for him, because we can just delete something. I don't think he can afford to ban Lethe, because then we get Briar Leica, and that's way too much, right? Because we can just delete Maid or something like that, and then, you know, soul burn and press buttons and stuff, and everything blows up. So I think he has to ban 1, so he bans Briar. So our options are we can kill Maid or kill Karina. I think we have to kill Maid. My concern is if we do the other option and we kill Karina first, we have to prevent Maid from bringing Karina back. And the way we do that is silence with Zio, so that's one turn, and then we have to kill her pretty quickly, right? But we could get provoked by Carmen on Lethe. There's things that could interrupt that, and then Maid could get her button pressed and they could stabilize. So I think we have to kill Maid. We'll push Karina back with Zio and silence, hopefully. And that'll prevent the skill 3.
Be afraid, sinner.
And it looks like the opponent is protection set on Crimson Armin, which is anti-Lua tech. So if you use Lua, then she's just going to strip the shield and not the immunity. So we're not going to skill 3 with Lua this turn, which is okay. I don't think we really need to. We can sleep the Carmen with skill 2 and get rid of that immunity and then defense break. So Leica does a lot of damage. Okay, we got resisted. Unlucky. And still has the barrier, so we can't skill 2 here. So let's just skill 1. Don't want to attack Karina because she may counter. And I think we do have to kill Maid here. Karina's pushed back pretty far, so I don't even think she gets a turn here. It's only 50%, right? So Lethe will go next. And we should be able to wrap around and kill this Karina before she can get to her skill 3.
You're giving me a headache.
So we'll save our soul burn right now since we don't want to activate the Ed. We may have to do it on the next cycle. Uh-oh, counterattack, that's not good. Oh, we got lucky with resisting the defense break. Yeah, I think the way we lose this is Lethe gets defense broken and then dies. But even if she's defense broken, she's still a blue unit, so I feel like it's going to be hard for the opponent to finish her off in time. Did not Guiding Light on Lua, that's unfortunate. But we didn't get defense broken there, so that's nice. Okay, so the opponent is pressing buttons. And it looks like if we do this, we strip immunity and not invincibility, which is, it's kind of whatever. We'll just do this to get rid of some of the buffs. This will put Beguile on people and deal damage also, which is nice. We get the turn resets. So because we reset Karina, I think we can afford to wrap around. We'll probably lap her, right? Yeah, we should. So let's just skill 1 and not activate Ed. Yeah, we'll definitely lap around Karina here. And Carmen, right? So we're not going to get provoked. So no reason to activate Ed at this point. And I guess we just go into Ed here for damage. I don't want to go into Karina because we could get defense broken. And here I guess we just go into Crimson Armin. Still no defense break, but we did Guiding Light, so that's nice. Ooh, that's awkward. I forgot about the invincibility there, so I guess we'll just put a stack on Ed and lap around again.
Your Emperor?
My Lethe does not have effectiveness, so we're not going to strip that invincibility, so we're going to have to try again. Will Carmen be able to provoke us, though, is the question. Okay, we get 2-turn defense broken here. I think we're just going to lap around the Carmen, honestly. Oh, hey, chill.
You really want your blood spilled?
Oh, we can sleep the Carmen, maybe. Let's try that.
Nuisances should be dealt with.
Okay, nice sleep.
The one deciding how this story ends.
And do we attack Karina? I mean, I think Lethe's going to pass Carmen. So we can just attack here. I didn't want to get countered and die. And Carmen's pretty slow, right? So you're seeing the value of fast Lethe here. We're just running circles around him. Okay, this will heal us up a bit too, I think. Alright, goodbye, Karina. Okay, Carmen is provoking.
The power of the chosen. You should really back down.
Ooh, almost kill the Ed there, but not quite.
So be it.
Ed's about to take a turn, so we can press skill 3 here and get Beguile damage on people.
Pitiful thing. Suffer an eternity of pain.
Okay, shake off that defense break. Again, that speed is putting in work, right? We were able to take a turn before Ed. He misses. That's pretty clutch.
True vessel.
I'll go on Ed again here with Zio. Almost, yeah, we don't even break the barrier.
It looks like somebody.
I think here we just go on Carmen.
What a waste of time.
It could be a Greedy Piggy and Soulburn here. I don't think we need to, though. This Ed is gonna get lapped around by Zio. And I think we should win. So I actually make a mistake here. I skill 3,
Deny their faith.
important to know, this deals damage based on remaining health and not total health. So this does like no damage. I think if I skill 1 there, we just kill. So don't do that, but the opponent concedes anyways. So see you next time.